All right, guys, welcome to part 2 of, what is this, 51 or something?
52.
52, I don't know. We're going to talk about Evo right now.
Evo!
Evolution, man.
So, it's happening this weekend.
Of course it's happening.
It's awesome. The last minute changes, though, kind of suck, but we're going to talk about all that. So, first off, we got to talk about what you guaranteed last year.
Right. Which we did actually. I told you could go back in the archive and see my prediction.
And if anybody wanted to reference, I believe it was episode 7, because I think we had both heard that or something like that, because I had to go back and find it somehow. I remember how horrible our labeling was back then. Thankfully, I took control of that, but that's a different thing. Sorry, Harold. But but we did find out that Steve originally had said 200,000 viewers for Smash 4.
That was bold.
Bold. He said maybe 150,000 realistically. So,
which I'm sticking to it.
There we go. So 150,000 to 200, most views out of everything. Forget Marble, and no, forget that. Forget any numbers from Melee. It's all about Smash 4 making almost 200,000 views.
I'm gonna go 150. 150 maybe. Because what, Melee last year was like 135 or something.
Yep.
Yeah, Smash. Yeah, maybe not. maybe 110, but I'm gonna stick to 150 just for the sake of not going back on my word. But realistically, it's gonna be like 110.
All right. So as far as that, we're gonna go from that to actual sponsorships, I guess you could say, and tags, and may or may not be showing up on your
Which
screen.
I think this is awful. This is stupid. This is stupid that's even happening.
So it's still developing. So by the time we record this and put this up, it might be old or it might be resolved. So we don't know. I'll probably put a graphic or something like that there. But apparently there's some controversy, which I knew at some point somebody was going to have some sort of problem with some sort of sponsorship. Because especially when there's porn websites
porn.
Yeah, well, there's actually another, it's a Japanese porn site that's sponsoring another Smash player too. I forgot what it was called. But Bizarro Flame actually had shouted out Gimmer, because I guess they were trying to work this out behind the scenes, that type of thing. And then he just basically shouted out and saying that he wasn't going to participate in the Salty Suite because of the fact of, they can't have his tag, the YT, YP. I think keep in YouTube, that's why.
Yeah,
but
you porn.
Yeah. He doesn't want to tag YP on the actual, on your screen, but he told, he would compensate and say, look, I give you a full body shot camera view so you can get the jersey and everything else. He just doesn't want the actual tag, the actual Bizarro Flame, YP Bizarro Flame on his screen.
I feel like having YP Bizarro Flame is better than having just straight up YouPorn.
But you know what it is?
The
jersey doesn't have YouPorn. It just says Team YP. That's all it says.
So why can't he have Team YP on his tag?
I don't know. I guess it's the fact too that Gimmer is aiming for the PG audience, that type of thing.
I don't care. That's stupid.
I actually feel the same way, because in all honesty, the fact that this is the internet, mind you, and it's probably a bunch of teenagers to 20-year-olds that are going to watch this thing. You know what the hell porn is. Let's be real.
But it's not even that. It's like it's
combination.
It's two letters. It's YP. Which, you said you did a Google search of YP.
Well, actually, I didn't. A commenter on Reddit did the search.
Someone did a Google search of YP on the internet and actually comes up with the yellow pages before it comes up with YouPorn.
Mm-hmm. So, no, there's not even, according to that person, there's actually no reference to YouPorn. It's just yellow pages and that's it.
I mean, I wonder if they kept safe search on or whatever, but...
I don't know. I know DuckDuckGo does that, but I don't think Google does. Google, maybe? I don't know. But either way, if you put YP...
Even then, it's just 2 letters, YP. These are the guys that they sponsor Bizarro Flame. The least he can do is have just 2 letters on the screen to sponsor them, to show that this is him representing.
Mm-hmm.
Gimmer has no place telling you what you can and can't do.
Well, that's the thing. It's just the sponsors too. Sponsors will. I mean, it's sad because they're giving this guy money to play and giving him the option to travel and everything else. And granted, it's a porn site, but I guess you take money from where you get it from some people anyway. I kind of don't agree with the sponsors anyway. That's a whole different thing. But he's taking the money where he can get it. And
I think sponsoring is fine.
No, yeah, but it's just that look at I believe it was YouPorn that actually got in trouble in Times Square, because I believe they had an advertisement there was a billboard of it there, and it only lasted a day because so many people complained about it. But it didn't have anything. It just had a hand, and it said "Love Yourself YP." It didn't even say YouPorn. No, the word porn wasn't even on the billboard, and it was taken down. So and it's the same thing that's bringing controversy. It's just the kids, man. You got to think about
we
the
live
kids.
we live in such a like
PC, politically correct world.
yeah, we live in such a world where everything offends everybody. Man up, grow a fucking ball sack and let it go.
Yeah, I mean, it's sad that it has to come to that on Evo, honestly. I mean, just the fact that, I mean, I knew it, like I said, it was going to bring problems. I mean, it's not like, but then again, too, this is a game that's rated E10. And, I mean, but then also the other side of that, too, is a bunch of, like, older, like, teenagers to 20-year-olds playing this game anyway. So it doesn't, it's a balance. But it's just a fact, too, like I said, everybody knows what the hell that website is. Who cares? That type of thing. It's just, if somebody
But even
really
then, like, even if you don't know what the website is, even if you are 10 years old, you're going to look, as long as they don't say, oh, yeah, and from YouPorn, we have Bizarro Flame. No, if they just say, like, oh, Team YP, and you just were to tag YP or Team YP or whatever the hell, as long as you don't actually say YouPorn, then what the hell does it matter? It's 2 letters, YP.
Yeah, I actually just looked it up. And on multiple searches, I just get yellow pages, YP.
Yeah.
Not even, maybe if I type in Team YP, because that's what's actually on his jersey, Team YP. Actually, all I get are pictures of competitive esports organizations okay, so I actually get the Team YP website, which, shows the Bizarro Flame, and it shows League of Legends players, right? League of Legends players? Yeah, League of Legends players. And then
you don't even get you.
Actually, the 5th one down actually says YouPorn has found an esports team and will compete in Dota 2. So this is Dota. But that's the thing. Like, it took a couple of lines for me to get down to the word porn. And even then, it's like, even if I go on the Team YP website, I'm actually on a, maybe I shouldn't be doing this, but it's not even anything pornographic here. It has Team YP. That's why I'm probably not even blocked from this school's website. But I mean, I'm risking it. So I'm risking my career, guys. No, I don't know. It's just career. But no, but I'm on the website. And all it basically is, it's about esports. Team YP's recruiting, and there's Bizarro Flame. They have the media, the stream, contact. Like, this is all cool stuff. Like, this is stuff to welcome people into it.
Yeah.
Yes, what the business is, it's something that, some people find obscene, but I just feel like, if it's a sponsor and everything, and no matter what research you're going to do, you're probably going to take a while before you find the porn because, internet searches now block a lot of those things nowadays. You shouldn't have an issue, but
yeah, this should be a non-issue. This is retarded.
yeah, but I knew at some point
Excuse my use of the word retarded. This is
bad.
awful. This is dumb. This is stupid. This shouldn't even be an issue. It should be nothing.
Yeah, but whenever there's porn, it always becomes a touchy subject for some people. That's the problem. And at some point, there was going to be an issue for it, even though
There shouldn't be.
Yeah, even though
It's just a sponsorship.
Bizarro Flame has apologized because he said he kind of jumped the gun because Gimmer was like, dude, like, we were still talking and negotiating this. You shouldn't have shouted me out, that type of thing. So he did apologize, and I know they're still negotiating to try to figure out how to work around this because maybe it's not even just Gimmer because remember, he's working kind of with Nintendo too. And,
Fuck Nintendo.
I don't know.
Please understand, Nintendo, that this is just 2 letters.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Nintendo does have a bigger part of Evo this year than even last year. So I don't know. I don't know what to say to it.
Just 2 letters. That's what you say to it.
Yeah. A few other things about Evo because it's really Smash Evo. We're not focusing on the other ones. I will enjoy the rest. I'm not gonna lie, but
And we'll
Smash
report on the rest when it happens.
Yeah.
We want to talk about Smash, whatever.
Yep.
Get over it.
Mewtwo King's not going, which is sad. But he has injuries, so there's no blame to him there. He tried, and then there was rumors that he was going, and then that was reported false. But he actually apparently Greg, what the hell is this freaking Sky Williams? He's actually trying to help Mewtwo King get some insurance so he could see a hand specialist because he kind of needs that at this point in his career. He just said he could have actually gotten in. Like, there was actually someone had talked to Mr. Wizard. It wasn't even him, mind you. It was like other people trying to get Mewtwo King in. And Mr. Wizard responded with the fact of, we can see what we can do, especially for Mewtwo King because he's one of the biggest.
Mewtwo King.
Yeah, he's one of the bigger stars of the
fact
Smash
we're
community.
talking about this right now. It's like, come on.
Yeah. And then honestly, he just said, you know what? I'm not going to try to screw up anybody's pools. I'm not going to try to, hurt my hands any further. Even with Smash 4, he said Smash 4 has less stress on his hands than Melee, but he still feels some sort of pain with Smash 4. He said he's just not going to do it. Right now, he's just debating whether he's actually going to show up to just kind of hang out with people and have a good time. But it's kind of sad to not see one of the top players who's been there for a long time not be at one of the biggest gaming tournaments of the year. So
I mean, if he's got an injury, then he's got an injury.
yeah, it's understandable and it's unfortunate. It sucks, but it is what it is. So it looks like he's not in. Another person that's unfortunately not in, probably to do with the situation of Satoru Iwata's passing, is Bill Trinen.
Bill Trinen.
And
I really wanted to see him play,
I
man.
wanted to see him so bad. I wanted to see how far he would go. I really, 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 really did want to see how far he would go. And unfortunately, with the circumstances that happened, with Satoru Iwata's passing, it looks like he has to, kind of stay close to the company. So he can't make it, unfortunately. Which you can't blame that. You can't fault the guy on that one either. That type of thing. And I think that's some of our Smash stuff. Talking about ourselves and Smash. That was it, right? I think there's nothing else. Maybe about who we think is gonna win, especially Melee or Smash 4.
Right, we were gonna talk about Leffen has proclaimed himself the god of all gods, the best player in the world right now.
Yes, and he's not wrong. But I think he's gonna take Evo. As much as I really want Mango to win, get the three-peat, the first one ever to do so, Leffen's looking so solid right now. Like I don't think Mango could keep up with him, in all honesty.
I don't know, man. I think just a whole different stage.
You see, someone else had said that too. Someone we were talking about, Rob was saying that, and it's just I don't know if I can. I don't know. As much as I want to believe, I don't know, man.
It's the fact that right now this is Evo we're talking about.
Yeah.
Mango shows up on the big stage. Maybe he hasn't been 100% in all the other tournaments. Maybe Leffen might choke on Evo stage.
Maybe. But I don't know. Leffen's just on a roll.
No, I'm not discounting that. Like Leffen is rightfully the best player in the world right now. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna deny that. But I just think there's so much on the line for this. I don't know. I don't want to count Mango out.
No, I don't either. But all right. So who you got winning? It's really gonna come down to Mango and Leffen. Let's not even lie.
Mango, Leffen. There's a couple names here.
There's Armada too.
There's
I'm not
Mango,
gonna lie.
Leffen. You know what? Armada just can't beat Leffen though, and he might beat Mango, but I don't think he can beat Leffen.
It's
and
crazy.
then there's of course PPMD. Man, PPMD's
that's
he's
true
a guy.
too.
He's a guy.
PPMD. He showed up out of nowhere at Apex and just stomped everybody.
Man.
Yeah. I don't know. It's such a tough choice. It's a tougher choice at Melee than Smash 4 because Smash 4 is going to be 0. Like, there's just no doubt about that at all.
I'm going to be rooting for Nairo, but it's going to be 0.
I'm not going to lie. I will root for Nairo too, but it's going to be 0. Even I'll root for the Buzz, honestly. I just want to see.
They're also like hometown guys.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm rooting for. I'm actually, you know what?
I'm
rooting for Jtails. I'm rooting for Jtails because I know Jtails in real life. Jtails is an awesome guy.
Shout outs to Jtails.
I know Jtails in real life. He's an awesome guy. I've talked to him. I have an interview on him. Actually, I have an interview with him rather. Actually, you can check it out on the Mollywop. But
SSB 914 will link ya.
So I'm rooting for Jtails and Smash 4.
I want to see how far he goes. I hope he gets top 8 and even further than that.
I hope he wins. I hope he beats 0.
I honestly, honey, I don't know, but I feel like I'll support him and say, hell yeah, I'm back at Jtails with that.
Rooting for Jtails. But back to Melee.
He's a cool guy.
He's such a nice. I don't know. I didn't know what to expect when I was meeting him. I was like, wow, I don't know. He's such a nice individual person.
Yeah. So let's stop the what is this? Where we start fucking? Are we start fucking? I don't know if we are. I hope we're not.
No, I mean, it's like I know him.
Yeah, because I actually kind of recognized him, but I was like, nah, that can't be Jtails, right? And then I had a conversation with him and everything. He was cool. Like, he brought a console and everything to the tournament, which I thought was really cool of him. I was like, oh, first day here, you bring a console. That's awesome. Yeah. Like, there's just people who come here for like months and don't even bring a console.
Don't bring nothing.
You know?
They don't even bring their own controller.
And oh my God. Well, you know what though? Not gonna lie, Dugan did bring his controller first tournament, remember?
Yeah.
but I don't know.
It's whatever. We didn't know who he was. Like,
yeah, we found out who he was.
We found out who he was real quick.
Yeah.
But we let him borrow controllers and stuff. But anyway, we're
way
off topic here because if we're talking about
Jtails.
We're talking about
Jtails winning it.
We're talking about who's gonna win Melee. Like
Melee is such a tougher choice.
Melee, there's options.
Yes, there is.
Smash 4 seems to be one-sided. Melee has options.
Even though you can back up like the 3 New York boys that we got there, and then some of the Florida guys, or some even the Japanese or European. Like, it's just such a tougher balance to figure out who's going to be the top 8 at Smash 4. But for Melee, it's like you kind of already know. It's just who's going to be top 3.
Yeah, it's a never-ending cycle of who's going to beat who.
Mm-hmm.
I am the only one that I'm counting Armada out. I don't think Armada's going to win.
That sucks. That really sucks.
And I'm counting out Hungrybox too. I don't think Hungrybox.
You don't think he had? Well, you know what?
Hungrybox, he looked really good last year.
He did.
And then he looked good early on this year, but his last few tournaments, Hungry Bucks has not looked all that great.
No, he hasn't. He's been slipping off, maybe because of school, and he's been celebrating, and he finished, he graduated. But really, I mean, he's got to be practicing a lot more. Maybe he's going to excel a lot better than he has the last couple of tournaments at Evo. I kind of have faith in that.
Yeah.
Because I really would like to see how far, because he got to grand finals last year. Like, nobody expected that. Even against Armada's Kid Link. Like, come on, Young Link, yeah. Like, that's an amazing feat. Like, you can't knock him out for that either.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Just like I said, from what I've seen this year so far,
he hasn't looked
all that great.
No,
and like I'm hoping, because I like Jigglypuff, so he's he's one of the only Jigglypuff players. So I do want him to go far, but he just hasn't been all that impressive. Rob is rooting for West Balls because he's the only true Falco player left.
And then there's Axe. Nobody's talked about Axe because he hasn't really done anything.
Axe kind of fell off a little bit.
But it's not like he hasn't fell off gameplay wise. But I mean, still, he just kind of I don't know what happened to him. Like, I haven't heard his name a lot lately. I mean, is he at Evo? I hope.
Axe has always just been
the silent type anyway.
No, but he's always just been. He's never really been like the name. It's like we all know who X is, but he's never really won anything huge.
That's true because he chooses.
He's never proven himself to be in the God conversation.
No, but he has top 8. So
he's got top 8, but he doesn't have top 3.
Yeah,
he doesn't have top 4.
Maybe this year's his year too. It's so many people's years. That's the crazy thing about Melee.
All right, real quick, just to wrap this conversation up.
Yeah,
pick.
Leffen, Mango.
No, pick one. Pick number
Leffen.
1. Leffen?
Yeah. As much as I want to go with Mango, I have to pick Leffen.
Mango.
You know why? You're a C9.
It's not even about me being a C9 fan. It's that
you're against TSM.
It's not even that. It's not even that. It's about I want to see the three-peat.
I do.
I want to believe that Mango's still the best in the world.
Don't get me wrong. If Mango does win, I'm gonna be jumping. If
Mango wins, I'm gonna fly out to Evo and party. Like we out to California. But I'm going Mango here.
I don't blame you. As much as I want to believe, it's so tough because of how hot Leffen is right now.
It's like my brain is telling me Leffen, but like my soul is telling me Mango.
Mango. All right, so going on to that from other things, let's go into like Kickstarter because remember how we talked about like Mighty Number 9 and whatnot, and how the creators of Mighty Number 9 wants to bring their version of Mega Man Legends, which is called Red Ash. Well, apparently people wanted this game for so long. People have always demanded, "Oh man, I want to get the Mega Man Legends 3 and everything else. Like, why are we not getting this game?" And there's an opportunity for it. And it's not even really close to goal, like at all. It's like only a little bit close to halfway. They're asking for $800,000 for a goal, and so far it's only, as of this recording, $387,000.
It's funny because like Shenmue went up and immediately reached goal within like an hour.
Yeah.
And then the Ukulele hit goal. Mighty Number 9 hit goal.
But you know what though too? I think it's just the stigma of Mighty Number 9 too, because of people just saw the final product and they're like, "Oh, this sucks." Like, and it's like, what? Like, the game still looks nice, but people just have this. They just don't like the look of this game apparently. And this Mega Man Legends thing should have been something different, but I think it's just the stigma of Mighty Number 9. They're like, "Oh, you know what? You're not going to deliver on this either. Why should I waste my money on this?" That's where I feel like it is. If Mighty Number 9 ended up different, I think that this Red Ash probably would have been a little bit more successful. But with 18 days and you're not even halfway, you're close to halfway, but that's going to be kind of rough.
You have to realize it's different, like producers. It's different. It's
the same game.
Same guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, then yeah, I can understand if people are upset. Oh, I thought it was 2 different people. No. Yeah, I understand that then. If people are upset with how my Number 9 looked. I mean, I'm not.
No, I'm not either.
The general public is upset with how it looks, so they kind of are not on board.
Talking about another Kickstarter, Bloodstained, the Castlevania kind of thing, is apparently going to be it's going to have let's see how many rooms, 1,600 rooms. So that's basically 1/5 of that, like 1.5 times more than the game Castlevania Symphony of Night. So the game's actually going to be really big.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. So and the thing is, as far as side scrollers go, I haven't really played too many that are big, so I feel like I would get lost in that type of game, but I still have to play something like that. Like I never really played Super Metroid or Metroid. I do want to play those because that's really what they're kind of based on. And also Castlevania, I don't remember having to go like backwards and forwards, that type of thing. But I do have to also play Guacamelee, which is a game like that too. Side scroller, big map, everything. I just don't know if I could. I'm probably gonna get lost in that, but I hope not. I still hope to have fun in it.
Yeah, right.
But with this game here, I just hope it is going to do well. I mean, people are really hyping and amping this game for it to be very huge as it is. Thankfully, they got the money to do that, and it's hopefully it will deliver on its promise.
Yeah,
Honestly,
be cool.
Going to movie news.
Movie news.
Well, apparently Wreck-It Ralph has been confirmed. Part 2, man.
Yeah, John C. Reilly was like, "Yeah, I signed on for part 2. What about it? What about
Boom.
it?" Which actually, there's rumor that maybe Mario may make
Mario has been rumored since last year. I mean, I wouldn't at this point. You can't doubt it. Like Mario's gonna be in it.
Oh,
Like, it
I
has
mean,
to be.
Sonic had a little appearance. Bowser had an appearance. So you know that the
Mega
Nintendo
Man.
universe is in there. I mean, I loved Wreck-It Ralph. I really liked that movie.
I still want to see it. Like I don't care what anybody says. I want to see this movie.
No, I really did enjoy Wreck-It Ralph. You know, I also just love cartoon movies, so whatever.
Yeah.
But like I said, I enjoyed it a lot. So I really would love to see a second one.
Yes. So let's go on to the Konami drama too. We haven't actually had some news about it in a while, but apparently the voice actor of Snake, the Japanese version anyway, Solid Snake, he actually came out and said that Kojima Productions was forced to disband.
Really?
Yeah. But apparently, the work the teams are putting their utmost effort into nearly completing this game. So they're still together doing it, but apparently the company as it stands no longer exists, which is really sad.
Wow.
Because yeah, so apparently the Kojima Productions final game might be Metal Gear Solid 5, but that's even if it even exists to a point, because then the story came out yesterday, that the logo Kojima Productions is not even on the box art anymore.
Wow.
They took that right off.
Really?
Yeah. This is the original, I probably should put pictures on the video. If not, I'll put a link. But this is the original box art, rating pending, it has the Kojima symbol right there and everything, the
Yeah.
box. Now this official one that's final, no Kojima, no nothing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That sucks, man. I mean, goddamn, I'm freaking Konami. They just want to do their own thing with mobile and casinos, and I get that. But I mean, you can't just disrespect a man that really helped your company. I mean, granted, you had your games in the 80s and 90s, back then.
That's wrecked.
Yeah, but come on now, a little bit more respect for a man that made you guys big when the PlayStation and PlayStation 2 era was around, and really, what other game were they releasing back then? Honestly.
Yeah, that's horrible.
I couldn't name you another game besides Metal Gear, the Metal Gear series on PS and PS2 that Konami made, in all honesty. I can name you anything they made from back then, like they made the Ninja Turtles arcade games and everything else. Even as far as arcade games, you want to go for The Simpsons, or even Contra. They're famous for the Konami code, that type of thing. That was all throughout everything, and then Metal Gear. And now it's casino games and mobile. Yeah.
Whatever.
I really do hope somebody really gives Kojima a freaking the respect he deserves, whether he works for Microsoft or Nintendo.
I want to see more Kojima stuff.
Or he does his own thing and does PC games, because he loves to do that, but
Maybe.
I want to see him on Nintendo. But I really prefer PC or Nintendo. I don't know. But I mean, Microsoft's also interchangeable too. I would just want to see him do some work and, get back to what he does, which is make very good cinematic video games. And not Uncharted 4 cinematic. I'm talking about real, where you're kind of sitting and watching a movie versus playing a game. He mixes the both really well, honestly. Yeah. All right, well, going into PlayStation news, actually, funny enough, what a transition that I didn't mean to do. Naughty Dog actually talked about Uncharted 4, and they said they would have real-time cutscenes on the PlayStation 4. That means they're doing it for it's a real new step. So this is the quote. You're not going to see those black bars that we used to have between gameplay and cutscenes. That's going to let us be so much more expressive and really get the seamlessness between the storytelling and the gameplay, which we really already do very well. But it's going to allow us to take it to the next level. So this like I said, I'm not really a fan of the Uncharted games. I kind of was turned off a little bit by one because I basically sat there and watched the game play me, that type of thing. But this new Uncharted actually looks really interesting. I do like the graphics that it has and what it has to offer as far as storyline. I feel like you're more engaged and you're more involved in this game than ever before, honestly. Yeah. Another interesting thing about Sony, which is very, very interesting that I really love, there are people, I know I've seen it on Reddit, and other places as well, that the PS4 fans want a better PSN. And
Are they gonna make it?
I don't know. I mean, they've had the petition and everything to try to do it. Some of the things that they want to do, they want an online, offline, and visibility status change, better list functionality with nicknames, grouping by categories, games, relationships, and VIP tags, online, offline notifications, ability to send recorded videos directly to friends, search function, better organization and filters for download history / library.
So they want Xbox Live.
That's basically what
They
it
want
is.
Xbox Live for PSN
That's
pretty much.
basically what it is. Because you know what it is? At this point, you're kind of forced to pay for the PlayStation Network now. Before, it was like it's free and it wasn't the greatest thing, but at least they had some sort of high graphic, online play for free. Now it's like, okay, we want Xbox Live, and could you blame them? They're paying now. They have to pay to in order to enjoy a PlayStation.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't blame them for trying to get a petition to try to get Sony's attention to be like, look, this has to happen. Because what brought it up was the fact that the last couple of weeks, PlayStation Network has been going down and up and down. So people are just getting tired of it. And in all honesty, I wonder how that's going to affect their future sales, and maybe people will jump on the Xbox wagon.
Yeah, right? Are we going to see that shift?
Yeah, because, and Sony, they're on a good run, and they don't have a lot of money. So as a company itself, as a Sony Entertainment, the whole thing, they don't have a lot of money. The PS4 alone is helping it kind of stay afloat, with other things too. A lot of other of its sectors losing money. Yeah. So they really need to focus on trying to get the PlayStation 4 on the right point for people, because if not, they're going to abandon it. And they don't want to just lose out. They don't want to do what last generation was, where, all right, the Sony PlayStation was like third the whole time, and the Xbox, it was the Wii and the Xbox 360 that really commanded everything. And then basically towards the end of the generation life, a lot of people got the PlayStation 3, and it was like, oh, it's kind of late because now the PlayStation 4 is coming out. Now the PlayStation 4 is dominating. You don't want the Xbox One to come out of nowhere and just take your lead either. So it's just, I hope they listen to their fans and get this done, because that's kind of unfortunate for them.
Yeah, if they know but it's hard.
I know, it's servers and everything. There's just a lot of difficult, because
there's a lot of different stuff you have to do. But if they're basically, you are paying for it now, so you should
accommodate.
You should accommodate.
Mm-hmm. Going on to Sony stuff now. I've
Microsoft stuff.
Yeah, Microsoft. Because sorry about that. Yeah, because Microsoft didn't have a lot, but we did want to talk about the Hololens. I've read a few articles about how people have looked through the actual Hololens and what they see. A lot of people have talked about the field of view, because it's been said before that it's very tiny, and from the sources that I've read, they are impressed. They love the fact that the HoloLens look and everything, but it's just a narrow window. Like they said, it's like kind of like a binoculars type of thing, and you're looking through that. And it's very small, and I've heard people say that they want to really get that field of view a little bit wider, because if not, you're just looking straight forward. You can't really look to the side. You just have to look straight forward, which is, I guess, what AR is. Because even if you look at the AR, like the closest thing I have is in the 3DS. You kind of have to look here, and you kind of have to move around and try to do everything like that. You can't really just kind of look to the side and turn it, because then you lose your focus, and then you're just looking at a card on the table.
Yeah.
So it still looks promising, and even people said it looks like it's ready to go. And also another thing too that's impressive about the HoloLens, it's not like the Oculus or the Project Morpheus, the VRs, that they actually need a separate source for power and source for what is it, processing. So like I know Oculus has a separate box, or no, it was Morpheus that has a separate box. Oculus really depends on the PC for power and such, where this HoloLens, everything's in the headset. And the headset's actually small and comfortable too, from what I've read.
Well, that's good at least.
Yeah, but
some good news.
But they just want that field of view.
They want the field of view. I mean, I can understand that. I mean, I haven't tried it, so I don't know what the field of view actually is. But I can understand people who have tested it being like, well, maybe the field of view can be better.
One other thing, I guess this is the last thing, because I don't want to get to that other story. But the last thing about this is that GTA 5 on PC, people are noticing that it's the version of it's getting slower with the newest updates from who makes the game? Rockstar. Take-Two.
Forgot, geez.
Yeah, I know, right? It's been such a while. But apparently they're saying that the mod protection is being blamed for the slowdown, because they noticed that there was just a huge lag in playing, and they seen that, it's probably because of the modding prevention, and people were kind of upset about this, but really, I mean, mod protection is good for people who play online because the code for online is the same offline. There isn't no real difference.
Yeah.
So really, if you're hacking and you're modding everything on for offline and you're using it online, you get the advantage of shooting cards at people, that type of thing, and that's really not fair.
Yeah.
So I mean, modding is awesome offline.
Modding's awesome even if you're playing online with like friends.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you're coordinating just so it's you guys. Then modding is great too.
Yeah.
But if you're playing online against randoms, there's no modding is just not fair.
Yeah, it isn't, and it kind of sucks that anti-modding protections. So I mean, actually, the company has said that they don't want to target the single player mods. They'll kind of support that. They'll leave that alone. But as far as the multiplayer mods, it just they have to kind of do that because if not, like we said, there's just going to be an unfair balance of gameplay.
Yeah.
So is that all? Do we have any other extra stuff?
I mean, we could talk about Tony Hawk.
Oh yes,
the only thing I wanted to bring
final
up.
story. Yes.
Yeah, the only thing I wanted to bring up was so they announced Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5.
Yeah, we talked about this.
And
yeah.
it looks like it's, the other games, they come out on Nintendo 64 and PlayStation 2, and it looks like Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5 was being developed on one of those systems.
Yeah, maybe they were starting to make the game, and they said, oh, you know what, we should cancel it. And you know what, we should just pick up where we left off. What do we have, N64 polygon graphics? Sure, why not?
This game looks so bad. Like visually, this game looks so bad.
I saw a little glimpse of it, and I'm just like, I wonder if we should talk about this because it looks really
It's funny, no,
bad.
because I see the commercial all the time, at my job.
I actually did
and
not.
my coworkers and
I didn't know it was a commercial.
Yeah, there's well, it means it's like my job shows like an E3 recap constantly.
Okay.
So my coworkers are like, this game looks so horrible.
Oh, that's bad.
Like, what do they do? Like, they I swear to God, because it's funny because Last Guardian, the one that it was worth
Last Guardian.
I guess the people who made Shadow of the Colossus are working on Last Guardian. That game was in the works for like 15 years. And some people commented that, this game looks like it should have came out on a PS2 because the graphics are not the best. The engine looks like it's a PS2 engine. And I was like, maybe they just kind of picked up, because they were working on it for PS2.
They were.
So maybe they just kind of picked up where it was.
But them fur mechanics, those feather mechanics wouldn't have worked on a PS2. I can tell you that. Oh, man.
I don't know, but I'm saying, like, there's a little bit of feeling to Last Guardian that makes it seem like it should have come out on a PS2.
Yeah.
But so that's why I'm thinking, like, this Tony Hawk Pro Skater thing, did you make this on the fucking Nintendo 64? Because this looks horrible.
Yeah. Some people want to believe still. I don't know. Maybe something will change before it comes out. I don't know.
Just make Skate 4 instead.
Yeah, that's what people have demanded. It's like, you know what? Can we just get Skate, please? Because another Skate, because this Tony Hawk game's looking kind of rough.
It's looking beyond rough. It's horrible.
Yeah. So that's it for our podcast, Two Broke Gamers. We hope you enjoyed. We have our Twitters and everything else. Our Facebook page is Two Broke Gamers podcast, right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Facebook.com/Two Broke Gamers podcast. And we'll see you all next week. Enjoy Evo. Enjoy your weekend. Take care.
Cheers.